Hello, welcome back. So it's the 6th of October, which means we're looking at the dividends and the portfolio review for September, because it's the end of the third quarter. That's the year, quarter of the year. So, although it appears to be nice weather outside, this sort of desk display I've got, this sort of office display we're in. It's actually nice weather outside. The sun is shining. There's quite a lot of blue sky. So when the sun is shining on the portfolio, it's a different thing, right? So we kicked off the month with 10 pence from Vanguard Eurozone Government Bond. I think that was in pounds. I think it's just euros in, they pay in euro, but no, I think it's just the denomination of the bond. I think that's what it is for. I should know, man. 26 pence for the USD Treasury bond. That's the US government bond. UK gilt is the UK government bonds. So 66 pence for them. Bought a couple more of them today, so we'll try and build that up. That's just down in price, so opportunity. £17.50 from GCP Infrastructure Investments. That's one of the quarterlies. And then we got the emerging markets government bond, which is also priced in US dollars because they all use US dollars for their bonds. Because US dollars, it's because it's US dollars, the global reserve currency. That's what we all use. Used to be a pound once upon a time. That's the dollar these days. So then we had Nasdaq covered call from the Global X. That's 34 pence. Then we've got the Euro Stocks 50 cover call from Global X again. That's 32 pence. And then we had Tritax. They're back in the portfolio, probably from a longer term. It's only 20 shares, but I've been building into them. So that's 38 pence. And then the S&P 500 cover call from Global X at 26 pence. New in is 24 select monthly income, and it is indeed a monthly payer. Ken Ring then with 10 shares, 27 pence. Yeah, like £5 on a share, so to do add up. Then we've got the income shares versions, I believe, of the S&P, these Global X ones, but these options might actually be slightly different to the covered call. Options generally are your puts and your calls, so either the same, they're just not called cover call, or there is actually a bit of a difference. Anyway, so they, for 2 instead of 3, we had 28 pence. So that's interest. Last class is a dividend. Okay. So there's a slight difference in terms of the type of the dividend, at least. 24 pence then for the S&P 500 one, and the income gold share is 11 pence. I really got a good few of them already. It pays every month. Although it's massively up in terms of it's like £4 up. It's up really well. And then I had a surprise from Edison Property Investment Company. As you can see here, it says the ex-dividend date was 13th of January. Now it's because they got bought out, or I think they got acquired. Or was it might be these were just returned? No, it wasn't them. It was a different one. So these got acquired, and obviously they plan to make a little bit of extra payment if there's money about, and sure enough they did. I thought they give me that in November last year, but turns out it was a little bit extra. So this should be the final payment, I would imagine. So that was nice. Then we've got the S&P 500 equal weight. So that goes 15 pence, only for one share. We see we go there. The it's the Morningstar US Energy Infrastructure. That was £2.11. This video's going too long already. S&P 500 high dividend, low volatility, 64 pence. Municipal bonds, 53 pence, and preferred shares, 42 pence. Then European Assets Trust, that's a new one in, 69 pence from them. Only 50 shares. I think I now bought now 50 since 7 o'clock. A second. Renewables Infrastructure Group, £18.88. That's a quarterly one. Then the main monthly payer, which is the US short-term high-yield corporate bond index, £8.43. And then additional one from the 24 select monthly income, 25p. So some of these either pay like twice a month or depends, but then if it's twice a month here, I might not get another one from there now to November. So I won't go in October. That seems to be the pattern of the bit lately. One of the other ones did it as well. Skipped a month and I had in October. So there's one missing from here, but I got it in October because it paid twice in August. And then we had, no, I think that's it. That is indeed it. Right, so that gave us £57.67 for the month. And currently for the year, £811.82. So, the moment all you portfolio enthusiasts have been waiting for, what is going on here? Go away. Go. Well, this is a new problem. What's that? Exit. You go away. Hasn't done that before. There you are. Software problems. So this is how things are looking right now. If I do a little click on the home page, it actually now shows on the value of your investments. Right. This is the the bit that takes you to the investments value. Right. There's your unrealized results. There's your cost basis. Quite a lot down, and then this is your cash, and so forth. Right. Downs left everywhere. So that's the max. 18. It's up 80% I'm alright now, and but obviously it's down in terms of how they're doing it. So that's today's. Alright, so this is currently live. We are live. We just restructure that to name. And let's do as quickly as you can. So we've got Aberdeen Asian Income Fund. That's a lot of holdings. They're in. That's it. Alternative income REIT. That's in. So they're up as well currently. Assura has now been acquired officially. So that's going to have whatever it's going to have done to it. I'll let that play out because I own Primary Health anyway. So we'll see how all that plays out. Bankers and Investment Trust. They're up. British Land, only 10 shares of those a minute. They're in at 4p. Well, Cordiant Digital Infrastructure. This is to do with a lot of internet stuff. So they're they've got quite a lot of companies that are very integral to a lot of stuff. Includes like connections to data centers. It's got quite a lot of extensive important stuff with it. So then we had Diverse Income Trust. That's up. Ecor Resources is still down, but they've been quite steadily going up this year. Eurocell, they're in the portfolio. European Assets Trust, I said I picked up the extra 50, so that's 100 of them. Facilities by ADF. ADF is well, I know they put new shares in, but issued new shares, but I don't know what's. I haven't done anything bad, so I don't really know what's going on with the share price there. And then we got Foresight Solar Fund, only 100 shares at the minute. GCP Infrastructure. And then the Global X is up 99p. Yay, wow. Global X, NASDAQ, so these now are the pound ones. All pound, and they're just doing okay. In fact, I picked these up, saw these two out yesterday. Green Coat UK Wind, they're still in it. Income Shares Gold Plus Yield, for me, is up 26%, but I'm only getting like 9p or 11p out of it. It's a monthly, so it adds up, I suppose. Should have bought more, but I had the chance. Income Shares NASDAQ 100, Income Shares 500 options. That's the S&P 500. I get this stuff. And also new in is the income share silver plus yield. Now, the gold one's only a tenner. This is 36, which might be a little more in line with the actual spot price. So, what I tend to find, because gold is so expensive, you rarely find one that actually reflects the proper price or the true price. This seems to be able to do that. If it's a gold, silver, it seems to be the actual sort of price. So you are in effect picking up a bar of silver when you buy one. So to speak, I suppose you're paying a tenth of sort of. I don't know. That's a tangent there. Sorry about that one. Income bond income plus from Invesco. Morningstar USA and US Energy preferred shares. That's the only one of these and still there. That's the dollars. There's nothing else. No, that's no pounds. So that's what it is. The equal weight is there. We've got the S&P 500 high dividend, low volatility. The municipal bond. iShares global inflation. JP Morgan emerging markets investment trust. So that is the share side of it rather than government bonds. Did see I put one in here, so I have. And then I've got JP Morgan Global Growth and Income, Lowland Investment Company, she's doing rather nicely, Farland, Marshalls, New River REIT, because why not? Pimco, US short term, that's actually, yeah, this has been doing quite well lately. Premier Foods, they do a lot of the Cadbury's cakes. Premier Health Properties, so that's going to be, that's been good to have some changes to it because they're going to have some shares, I think. So, there'll be shares issued, so they'll add to what I've got. Not much of shares, like 0.6% or it's not, it's like fraction shares they've given to Assure's older shareholders. Right, real estate credit investments, my favourite one of all. Regional REITs, Renewable Infrastructure Group, Social Housing REIT, Town Centre Security, Tritax, 24 months selected, VIP Value Index. That is actually getting acquired, that one is. So that's one that's going to be out of the portfolio, we're glad to see. Eurozone government bond, the FTSE 100, the FTSE 250, the UK gilts, the emerging market government bond, US Treasury, and then finally the VPC special lending investments, which comes to a total of 53 holdings. Yes, I know. The whole point is do not do what I do. Right, that's the channel. So that is the portfolio. That's September. I'll see you in December for the portfolio review. Otherwise, it's dividends next month. See you then. Goodbye. Oh, good luck. It's going to be a couple of interesting months.